Greetings and how are you? My name is Larry. I'm coming to you again with some inspiration for you today. The purpose of this video is to help you discover what your purpose is in life. And I like to share this information with you because there's a lot that I've learned about myself since I've done the work to learn more about myself and the things that I did to hold me back that prevented me from finding out what my purpose is in life. So the first thing I like to say is that a lot of us don't realize what our purpose is because we get caught up in life and doing things that other people dictate to us either overtly or covertly, and we don't really find ourselves. One thing I like to also share with you is that all of us are very successful at something. Some of us are successful at procrastinating. Some of us are successful in being fearful. Some of us are successful in blaming others for our condition. Some of us are successful for not taking responsibility for the things that we do. A lot of us are successful in surrounding ourselves by the wrong people. Procrastinating does not lead you to your purpose. It keeps you away from it. If you're successful at being angry all the time, anger moves you away from your purpose and it doesn't allow you to really develop the person that you are. If you're fearful, fear does not help you to bring purpose into your life. I can remember when I was a kid, I took swimming lessons, and after I took the swimming lessons, I began swimming in the pool, and I would try to swim from one side to the other side. The water was deep, and by the time I got midway across the pool, I would panic, and the instructor would run out, he would swim, and he would catch me, and he would help me to cross the pool. And it happened like 2 or 3 times. And then he kept coaching me. He told me that there was nothing for me to be afraid of, just to focus on making it to the other side and to, use the swimming techniques that he taught me, and I would be okay. And eventually I was able to make it across the pool. And I did it over and over and over and over again. And the more and more I did it, eventually my fear went away. And eventually it got to the point where I was able to backstroke across the pool. And as I got older, I swam more and I swam more and I swam more, and I became more confident to the point where I could pretty much swim very well in any pool and in the ocean. Once I reached my mid-20s, I can remember a day I went out to Fire Island here in Long Island with some friends of mine, and we went swimming. Actually, I was the one to do the swimming. Everyone else stayed on the beach, but I was out there swimming in the ocean, and I got sucked up in an undercurrent. And whenever that happens, you cannot fight the current, because if you fight the current, it's over. You're going to die. So what I had to do is I had to swim with the current. And I had to swim with the current, and I swam up, and I leveled myself, swam with the current, swam upward more, swam with the current, swam upward more, swam with the current, and eventually I made it to the top. When I made it to the top of the water, I made a right turn and I swam sideways and out of the current, and then I made another right, swimming back towards the beach. I had gotten so far into the ocean so quickly, it was just amazing, but I made it back. What would have happened if I was fearful? I wouldn't be recording this video right now. So if procrastination has a major place in your life, then you need to take action. If you have fear in your life, and fear is dominating your life, then it's important to address whatever that fear is. Get past that fear and move forward. If you find yourself blaming everyone else for your circumstances, you have to take responsibility for who you are. And then you have to move forward. If you're surrounding yourself with the wrong people that are telling you all this negative stuff. Every time you come up with a good idea, something that you can do to better yourself, and they're telling you, they're giving you all the reasons why it's not a good idea, that you need to stop being around those people. And one of the reasons, one of the ways you can find out that these people are not in your best interest to be around is they can always tell you what you shouldn't do, but they can't come up with the solutions for the things that you should do. And so it's important to change your environment. It's important to take action steps towards the things that you want to accomplish in life. It's important to stop procrastinating and do what you need to do to become aware of who you really are and what your strengths are. Okay? And so what happens is, once anger is not dominating your life, once fear is not dominating your thought process, once procrastination is no longer preventing you from taking the action steps you need, and you take all of that energy and put it into action, you take all that energy and put it into the goals you want to achieve for yourself. You take all that energy and set goals for yourself. What will happen in the process is that confidence builds. And you will begin to believe in yourself. And then the positive people that you are surrounded by reinforce your confidence and the goals that you want to set for yourself, because they're doing the same thing. And then your purpose begins to emerge, because now all of that energy that you're putting into better yourself becomes creative. And your motivation builds, and your confidence builds, and all of a sudden, you begin to develop your creative abilities for which you were brought into this world for. So, my advice to you, based upon my own experiences, is to ignore the negatives that people are telling you when you set out to do something new. And understand that when you take on new projects and you do new things, you're going to stumble along the way. But this is a journey that we take. Success doesn't happen overnight, but it can happen. But you are responsible for you, and you have the ability to achieve anything you want to achieve in life. And once your identity changes and you're confident, and you're used to taking action, and you believe in yourself, you take responsibility for what you do or don't do in life, and you begin to get results, this is how your purpose builds in life. And those results will build and continue to build and continue to build, and you become more confident. And this is how your purpose develops. And so I like to just leave that with you, because you have the ingredients for success. I was just talking to a gentleman the other day, and he said that he's had so many opportunities to do well for himself, and he never did anything with these opportunities. And he doesn't understand why he never did anything. Well, he never did anything because there's all of these negatives in his life that he is giving attention to. And he needs to stop giving attention to those things and focus on those things which will bring him happiness and joy and purpose into his life. I can tell you that I don't watch television. I watch television for a movie, but the news and all of that, it's a negative for me, and I get tired of hearing about people killing each other all the time. And it's so much negative that it takes me away from other things that I can be focused on. So, my advice to you is to change your environment. Be grateful for being alive. Try to get the most out of each day. Believe in yourself. Take action steps for the things that you want to achieve. Stop procrastinating. Take responsibility for yourself. Surround yourself with like-minded people who are trying to accomplish things. And you will see that your purpose will develop. You will discover so much about yourself that you never knew. And the only thing that you will regret is that you did not take charge of your life sooner. Ignore those things that are not beneficial to you and focus on those things that will bring harmony into your life, purpose into your life, and you will realize that life is so beautiful and that life has so much to offer you if you would just focus on taking action, believing in yourself, being grateful for life, just being alive, being comfortable with who you are at this particular moment, challenging your fears and moving past those fears and moving forward. And you'll be okay. Have a good day and we'll be in touch.